bit and we're going to walk upstairs. I want to give you background check. So you know the water we were talking about earlier, so that was cut off, so there is no water supply at the moment. So but instead what the residents are using now is this emergency pump, and this is an emergency pump that obviously I told you this was a fire station, so they go into the hydrant and that is where they get the water from. So this is where residents get water from. The rest is all illegal connections in terms of the electricity that they get. So let me take you into the building, because I think it's important that you see the conditions that people are living in and how dangerous it is. It's unhygienic. I mean, I can feel, the more I stay here, the more I can breathe in. I don't know what I'm breathing in, but it is, the stench is unbearable. The flies, the animals, I mean the insects that you've got here, it is not safe for humans to be living like this, and you can just smell sewage. That's the biggest thing that you're feeling. So as you come up out of the courtyard, you come up these stairs, and this is where you find the residents are living, and they are...
Is that bad? I don't know, man. You know these hijacked buildings, man.
81 rooms. I can't tell you how many people are actually staying in the rooms, but that is pretty much so the situation of a lot of people that do live here. One of the residents that does stay here, I mean, they were just saying that what the problem is okay, not necessarily here, but all the drains are blocked, so they have to constantly be pumping the sewage out of the drains, and that's where the problems all sort of come from, because this building's not being serviced. I mean, it's just been left, and that's the reality. So who I've got with me now, I'm going to get to the MMC in a short while, but I just want to introduce you to Siyabonga Mahlangu, who's the Secretary General of the Inner City Federation. Siyabonga, thanks for talking to us. So you work with these residents to protect them so that they can stay here, and they have a place to stay, that they don't get evicted. Is that correct? Tell us what you do.
The Inner City Federation, it works with the inner city residents, the whole entire inner city residents. We are protecting their right in terms of access to housing and also to access to basic services such as water and electricity. We are liaising directly with the city of Johannesburg with all the challenges that the residents are facing. Sometimes we do win when we're trying to resolve the matter amicable. Sometimes we have to take the city to court, just imagine, so that they will do their jobs, so that they can act proactive in terms of giving sufficient services to the residents.
But Siyabonga, this is a building that's been taken over by people. They're not paying rent, they've just moved in here and they live here. What do you expect the city to do for them when they actually are illegally occupying this building?
What I'm expecting is that the city should provide them with their...
Why? I suppose the question should rather be why. Why would you expect the city to give these residents free services when they're not paying for a thing and they're illegally occupying it?
Remember, in terms of the Constitution of South Africa, if someone is failing to assist him or herself, the city has to intervene and assist those people. Even in terms of access to free basic services, the city itself has come up with their ESP, we call it ESP, but it's expanded social package, where you go and register and raise your hands and say, I'm failing to assist myself. Can you please provide me with free basic services? It's their duty to do so.
But at the same time, illegally occupying a building? I mean, because this is illegally occupied. You don't just... It's not a place that is set up by the city to assist people that got nowhere to go. It's not a shelter. It's a building that they've just taken over.
Yes, I agree, but we should look why these people are in here. If the city provided enough housing within the city, do you think these people will be in this building? No. But because of the failure of the city, the people find themselves in such situations where they just go in and just stay because they don't have anywhere else to go, because they can't afford to pay rentals. Remember, to stay within the city is too expensive. The cheapest rent within the inner city, we can say, it's around 3,400.
Yeah. All right, Siyabonga, I've got the MMC. I'm gonna just move down the passage as I go. But Siyabonga, it's interesting to hear your perspectives and seeing. But here's the MMC that we've got with us, and we say thank you so much for you to coming and seeing us, MMC Mqina Chwaku, who is for public safety here at this building. I mean, this is in a terrible state, MMC. This building.
Yeah, of course it is, because the building was actually hijacked. It was closed. This building can sink anytime.
Yeah.
Okay, it can sink anytime. It was actually more bolted, and people came in here. They invaded it. Of course, the matter is actually in court. Okay, so that we are able to evacuate the people. We're not evicting. We're evacuating for the sake of safety of them as well. Yeah. Okay. I know that the mayor and the city is actually working now in terms of the alternative accommodation. Okay, because the problem now is alternative accommodation. That actually rests with the human settlement. You've seen that in other building called Motor Building. We've actually cleaned it the last month, and people have been relocated to a place called Flare Off. Okay, the same thing is going to happen here. We're going to take the people and take them to another place. Okay, yeah, and then with the other places that we've also cleaned as well, which is your it was the Remington. So we put the city has evacuated people into next to Denver as well. Okay, so yeah, so this is the problem that we're having. The only thing that we're having here is just that people can be moved out into the city, not actually far away from the city, but to an alternative accommodation. Yeah. But some of it is not.
And they don't want to go. I mean, that's what I've gotten from people here. They're very happy staying here, but they're demanding services from the city. I mean, that's what they're saying. I mean, if I look over here, and we can just show you. Sorry. So over here, I mean, these are the drains that they're saying, and I'll just ask.
This is nothing, by the way.
And that is nothing. I mean,
I can take you to buildings where it's very bad. It's extremely bad, and what we've been saying is that we need to, people, they just need to be careful in terms of occupying this building, because they are very, very dangerous. Yeah. Okay, same as what we've seen this actually happen. But the problem is that the matters, they actually become sub judice, and there's nothing we can actually do. Okay. And also, I know that the city is actually working on the alternative accommodation, and these buildings actually can be, if the people can actually move out, and then they can be converted into affordable accommodation. So that is a situation that we're having in the city.
So, MMC, we've lost the inner city. I mean, when you drive through the inner city of Joburg, and we actually chose this building because, as bad as it is, we still feel safe here. Because there are many buildings in Hillbrow and Berea where, us going in as a team, and thank you so much for providing protection for us here. But if you go there, you won't come out. We find that here that there are not many foreigners or illegal immigrants that are living here. These are South Africans.
But in majority of the building, it is the case, by the way.
Yeah, that there are South Africans, not illegals.
What happens is that the owners of those places, they actually rent them out.
Is the building like that here? Because the guys are saying they don't pay rent here.
What normally happens is that there'll be someone who's coming in, like Hijacked or something, then they're going to be wanting rent here as well. So when they're saying that there's no one collecting rent, I don't believe that.
Okay, we suspected that too.
There's someone collecting rent here, but they will never tell you. In many buildings that I've been inspected and all of that, and some of the people we've actually nabbed them. We've actually demanded from the people here, they must give us their accounts, and then when we do a forensic analysis, we trace the person. Remember the building in Hillbrow? Where we've managed to reclaim it, and then we managed to chase those people, and some of them are coming from Limpopo, KZN, quite a lot of people coming from KZN. They're coming here, then we'll probably come in and then hijack these buildings. So, but look, in the inner city, I tell you right now, Leanne, it's not all lost. I tell you right now, okay? If you start from Gandhi Square, Marshalltown, as you go up, the main problem we're having is Ward 59 and Ward 23. That is your MTN taxi rank. Yeah. That is where we are now. We're actually reclaiming in that area. But if you go down, I mean, on the Standard Bank, on the upper side, the Bank City, as you go up.
Right there.
At the Bank City, but it's not all lost, We can actually, recover that. But, for example, if you look at the issues now for the bylaws, right? For example, the informal traders. many organizations and NGOs, they would like, they would take us to really court, and then, but you find that people are actually breaking these bylaws, and then you find that when you go to court, you are told that, no, you must leave those people there. But I told them at the Delvers, people are not supposed to be selling there because, because they don't have any permits, okay? So, but they will go to court, and then the judge says, leave them there. And I told them that I'm not going to listen to anyone. The judges and the court must do what is called inspection on local.
Yeah.
Many people have actually, I've taken them out, and by the way, and then we have to force them to go to an alternative accommodation because the buildings are very bad. This one here, by the safety department from labor, they came in here and they said this building can actually fall at any time. That's why we have a new central fire station now that we've built. And the problem is that these NGOs and these other people that are coming here, they don't care about that. You see, they don't care about any safety. They go to court and all of that. But we tell them, guys, can we find a way? Can you find maybe an alternative accommodation, probably like some prefurbs, or maybe something like maybe a tent bed, because we've closed these buildings because of the fact that they are not safe.
Yeah,
but
and
they go to court, and then after that, we've got nothing to do.
I mean, I'm watching videos from, I'm not sure when it was, at 65 de Villiers.
It's still closed.
I mean, where you close it up. I'm watching that video that's all over social media.
I went there.
And you got the guys that were actually taking a hammer and bashing down so they could reopen it.
You know what happened?
Listen, this is a tricky one, okay? This is just complicated, right? Listen, guys, and I don't care who says what. You've got two things here, or three things, okay? You've got the part of the officials, like what is it? MEC, who are trying to help people to get another accommodation so that they can take them out of the unsafe place, right? On the other hand, you've got the people that have occupied the place which is not safe, okay? Which is not safe according to what they have seen and according to the inspections and everything. They want accommodation at that moment, at that time. They don't have it, all right? Now, the third people, you've got people who are fighting for their rights. The rights of the people that have occupied a building which was not safe, which can collapse anytime. They are trying to protect their rights to stay in the same place that is not safe. You see my point? I don't understand, guys, how people, according to what I'm thinking, and I understand the situation that people, they might find it themselves. You can run to a place and be like, yo, it's empty. Then you go in, you clean, and then you stay there. Okay? That's good. All right? But I believe that if there are MECs, and maybe other people who are standing for you, how about these guys, they come together and they come up with a solution quickly and very fast, okay? Before even the building can collapse. Come up with a solution, find it very, very quickly, and take the people there, all right? As the MEC has said, and then you take the building, you renew it, you put some things nicely there, you put water, you put electricity, everything, and then you rent it out. Affordable renting. Not this thing of making it expensive. Make it affordable. And when I say affordable, I mean really affordable. Okay? Because it was renewed. So I believe that can be a nice thing to do. But unfortunately, sometimes, and I'm very sorry, but sometimes the people who are saying they are fighting for the people, the organizations that are saying they are fighting for the rights of the people, in most cases, they go and run to court, and when they get to court, everything is closed. You can't evict them, you can't help them, you can't do anything because everything is under sub judice, and in that time, let's just say, and God forbid, okay, in that process of going to court, everything up and down, the case is postponed, whatever, the building maybe happens that it collapses, even though it doesn't hurt anyone, even though it doesn't maybe kill anyone, but it collapses. All right, what are they the people that are fighting for their rights, what are they going to say? They will be coming and saying, yeah, it is the government, yeah, they were not very fast, they were not good, but you take them to court. All I'm saying is I think as human beings, as people, we can sit down and be like, listen guys, we've got a problem, we have to be very quick, okay? No courts, let us resolve this thing right now. Okay, we found an accommodation for them to go. You take them there, you come here, you fix the building, you put electricity, everything is in order, and then you bring them back renting. All right? Instead of them paying whomever they are paying, at least, and make it affordable. They can pay whatever they were paying. This is the same guy, the same person. But anyway, people, they don't want to do that. They take each other to court. They want to be relevant. I don't know why people, every time they always have to run to the courts. But for me, I believe that the courts are there, especially when it comes to MECs and government staff. They are there just to help when it comes to a point where there is no solution. Okay? They are looking for solutions. They don't know what to do. Then people, they can run to court. But you can't just run to court while the lives of the people are under threat. I am just saying, guys, you can look at this thing in different ways. You can look at this thing because when you are an EFF person and everything, and the MEC is EFF, and then you think out of the box. Okay, look at all the angles. This thing, it can be solved very quickly, very easily, or it could have been solved very quickly and easy. But because people, they want to be shown, they want to be relevant, they want to be what. I understand protecting the rights of the people, but think for them first before you can protect their rights. Which those rights, sometimes they can take you to end up dying there. End up people dying because of your stubbornness. We've got right, we can sit here. The next thing, it collapses. The next thing, the MEC comes back and say, we told you that this thing is going to collapse anytime. What are you going to say? You will be complaining again. Guys, come on. I think we can do better than we are doing. Especially, I don't know, maybe there are people who think they can benefit out of these buildings or anything. I don't know. But I believe that solutions, they can be found even besides going to court. It's like, anyway, let me not talk about other things. Thank you guys for watching. You have a good day. Sharp.